Well, this could be our first podcast. I have a lot of certification training to finish up here pretty soon. So while I'm doing that, I will go ahead and watch some YouTube videos on car sales and maybe just have a chit chat about the industry. First, let's check to see if it's actually working. Seems so. I love the little blue icon. Seems so. I love the. So it looks fairly decent. All right, let's go back. Alright, so I'm pretty salty. The car industry is changing. I'm not a fan. So before it does, I would like to convey my knowledge to everyone else so the legacy can live on. But pretty soon, I will be extinct, and many like me. Everyone wants to get rid of car salesmen, no haggle, no negotiation, all that stuff. I get it, but be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. So let's launch some certifications real quick. I am not going to broadcast the video or the audio of
Welcome to the NCART e-learning and certification test. Click the link to open and
There we go. Sometimes I can change the volume of it. Sometimes I cannot, but I will mute it. Mute this site. Meanwhile, just want to watch some videos here. Let's check out YouTube. There's a couple here. Let's see, Scotty Kilmore, I cannot stand. Let you know. I just want to tell you, for anyone that needs to know this, if you're new to the car sales, or you're a veteran, whatever, you should be watching other car salesmen, other car videos on YouTube. But you have to understand where the information is coming from. Some people are legit, and some people are complete bullshit. Many of them are has-been car salesmen or people that think they know the industry and they have no idea. This shit ain't complicated. Car sales, for if you're a customer looking to purchase a car, here's the cold truth. You make it way more complicated than it needs to be. It's finding the right car, and the rest is just simple math. And many of you don't know simple math. But that's why we are here. We can help you. If you are watching though, if you're a car salesman and you are watching videos, you should watch so you know what you're up against. Many of these YouTubers will fill people's heads up with garbage or stuff that maybe mattered years ago and is not the same now. Or they try to fill them up with these little tactics or tricks, how to be a car salesman. Again, making it more complicated than it should be. But most of the times they don't work. And if you know what you're coming against, you can help beat it. No, don't tell the car salesman that you're paying cash. Oh, don't tell the car salesman that you have a trade-in. My gosh, I've seen it all. Why would you not do that? What the hell do I care? Whether you are financing it or paying cash or whatever. If you were to come in, and here's the trick, no, none of these guys will tell you. Scott Kilmore, Car Edge, Chevy Dude, some of the, oh my gosh, Car Edge is the worst. These guys are the worst. These guys are scamming you so hard. Just by watching them, they're scamming you, and that's hard to do. They will tell you all these tricks, but they will not tell you one simple trick to get yourself the best deal. They are all avoiding it. No one will tell you, because if they did, there's no need to watch any more of their videos. The trick is, come in, be somewhat nice, and be upfront and honest. I do not mind giving my best deal, giving the car away, making no money, because guess what? There is no more money in it. If I can just get to the point in 5 to 10 minutes and move on with our lives versus spending 3-4 hours with you, being lied to for about 3 or 4 hours, just for you to go sleep on it or think about it. We talk to your wife, pray about it, talk to your dog, can only buy on a Tuesday. Whatever bullshit, which I know what you're doing. You're going to another dealership to spend another 3 to 4 hours of your life, to go to another dealership to spend another 3 to 4 hours of your life, and wonder why you hate doing this. I wonder. You're going to spend 3, 4, 5 hours of YouTube videos. You're going to search the internet about this and that and what my car is worth and this, that. Come drive to a fucking dealership. Spend 3, 4 hours there, angry, nonetheless, not even enjoying yourself. To do it to 2 more dealerships and wonder why you hate buying a car? I fucking wonder. I really wonder why you have such a bad time buying a car. I don't understand. Or you come in and say, this is what I'm looking for. I would like a fair deal. I'm trying to be at this. I'm trying to be at that. I would like $20,000 for my car. I would like $500 over invoice for your car. And I have a pre-approval from my bank. If you can beat it, great. If not, no problem. Within 10 minutes, I will have all those answers for you. Either I can do it or I can't. No problem. If I can do it, let's write it up. If I can't, I'll shake your hand. You can have a nice day. Go to the other dealership and be on with their lives. If I can do it, you've spent 10 fucking minutes at a dealership. We move on. You're in your new car. You didn't spend hours and days trying to find the best deal, wasting how much in gas and time. I swear to God, you guys have no value on your time. I sure do. My time is worth way more than maybe saving $2 or $3 a month. 50, $100 sometimes on the price of the car. You guys will walk and go to another fucking dealership just to find the same answer, to go to another one. What value do you have for your time? I don't. I value my time way more than that. I have a life to live. And some certifications to click on. Let me launch my next one here. Don't worry, I muted it. The manufacturer I'm currently for will not hopefully sue me for broadcasting their certification classes, whatever. But anyways, people like this, Scotty Kilmore, he's interesting. Sometimes he has about car sales, sometimes he has about maintenance on vehicles or why Toyota you should never buy a Toyota because which I don't work for Toyota, I don't really care. I did work for him. Why? Because some like EGR valve that costs $15 fails. Come on, sometimes you're gonna discount a whole car over some like little minor thing. If you were gonna dismiss an entirety of something over something minor, let me tell you, your boyfriend farts, your girlfriend farts. Oh my God, do you know dismiss them all together because that happens? Not worth keeping. No value. I just want to say value a lot. I'm sure. Yes, I certify that I will not broadcast this course. Okay. Anyways, Car Edge is the worst. I will say that if you are looking for actual information, this ain't it. They are like the news. Sell drama so you keep watching, keep clicking, and they get that sweet internet monies. My gosh. I've apparently gotten most of these courses up to the test already. I'm trying to find something I can sit and click through. Now, do you not know they sell stuff? Car Edge also is trying to sell you stuff, not just watch hours. They are discounting all your manufacturers offering you a warranty. They tell you don't do it. Buy theirs. Sometimes they can come nowhere close to the value of a manufacturer warranty. Sometimes they can. But to wholesale just say, nope, don't do it. Come on. Let's use our brains here. I hate buying a McDonald's. I don't think we should, but there's going to be that time when it's exactly what I need. Just need a little McDonald's. And yes, it's like 11 at night. I'm drinking coffee. Anyways, back to it. How to negotiate in 2023. Let me just take a guess what they're going to say. Let's see, 12 minutes. I'm going to go with the standards. Don't tell them you're financing. Don't tell them you have a trade-in. Get a quote from Carvana. Don't trade in your car. Sell it privately. My gosh, so many things. I don't know. But let's just go ahead and watch it while I'm clicking through this, and I will commentate on it. God, I hate these guys. I especially hate it because when I first started in the car business in Maryland at the time, this old man was training. He trained local dealerships like Coons or Jones Junction, Dark Horse, a few of those dealerships near Baltimore. And he was my trainer at one point. It was fine. I'm not saying the training was good or bad, but it was mostly role playing, mostly saying word tracks. If the customer says this, Say that, and no problem, they'll sign right away. Holy heck. I hate word tracks. Doesn't work. It's not what we're looking to do. But anyways, it's father and son. Let's just watch it. At least I think that was. I'm like 99% sure this is him. All right.
Time
Yes.
how to role play. Excuse me.
How to
Oh.
role play on a new car.
How to
Role
role play on a
play.
new car. You're buying a new
Oh.
car in 2023.
Car sales training's all role play. And I will tell you this, there is a reason. I will say this. We all hate role playing. We feel weird, we feel awkward, unnatural. But it helps. If you can present a car or present numbers and look your buddy in the eye who's smiling and he doesn't want part of this either, you could get comfortable doing it for customers. So I do like role playing. I think car salesmen should role play more between a lot of things, between just working over the worksheet, like talking over it, being able to read that thing upside down. Here's $20,000 for the price of the car. Your car is $8,000, leaves you a trade difference of $12,000. That's the amount you're taxed on. Tax is 6.75%. So it comes out to this, tax or whatever it is, doc fee this, registration that, whatever, to an end number of this. Based on money down in term of the loan, here's some estimates. Like little bullshit like that. Why not? Put some crazy things out. Put some crazy numbers out there. Try to pitch that $1,500 a month payment that you're scared to pitch because you, as a car salesman, have a $129 a month payment because you're brand new and you don't know shit. And you're scared to pitch over $300 because you can't imagine yourself paying $300 a month. Anyways, role playing's good. Going over the car, doing product demonstrations of the car. Showing the features, showing what it can do, showing how to pair the Bluetooth. Role playing with each other in the hours that you have in the dealership doing nothing can help you. So anyways, let's watch this. They're going to do some role playing. Oh, that's a worksheet right there. Let's look at it right here. That's a worksheet. And I'll tell you another thing. The Foursquare. They say, oh, someone brings out a Foursquare. A Foursquare. Run. Run. If they bring a Foursquare looks like this. Which has the price of the new car in the top left, price of trade, we'll just write that a little bit better, trade value there, money down here, and monthly payment here. Foursquare! Look at that. Run! Guys, if you're looking to buy a car and some shady, dirty, nasty car salesman brings out a piece of paper that has a Foursquare on it, looks like this, and they want to talk the price of the new car up in this corner, the value of the trade in this corner, how much money you're putting down today in this corner, and what monthly payment you're trying to be at in this corner, and we can negotiate this, that one, move things around. Oh my gosh. Run away. Run away. Guys, this is good for the managers too. We don't Foursquare, do we? No, we don't. We definitely don't. Foursquare. This little worksheet right here Definitely not a 4 square. Let me pull up something. Let's see if I can find a. Oh, here we go. So first of all, look at this. You see this? Order the purchase. 4 squares. There it is. Price of the car. You trade in. Cash investment. Monthly investment. 4 whole squares. Yeah, we don't do that anymore. What we do is show a worksheet. Oh man, I wish I could show you. Let me find something. I really hope they show it in this video. Anyways, I'm not even gonna bother now. Regardless, at the top it shows this worksheet. I know what this looks like. I have the same software. It is eLeads. I can tell right by looking at it. At the top, it's going to show the name of the customer. Mr. Customer, this is your name. Is this the address that you're registering the car to, so I can properly calculate taxes? Because you don't want to tell me where you live so I can calculate your taxes and I can calculate the rebates, because guess what? Rebates are based on where you're registering the car, not where you're buying the car, not where you want to buy the car, not the rebates you hope to get. It's all based on where you live and are titling the car. Anyways, it has the car that you were purchasing. It has the year, make, miles, and the VIN, and the trade-in. It's just all typed out. It's written stuff. Okay, no big deal. Then on the right side of it, it has exactly what I talked about earlier. Price of the car minus trade-in. And now this is depending on states. Some states do tax on the whole amount or tax on trade difference. But anyways, the money's right there. How much you're buying the car for. Trade value. Tax title reg. What you owe in the car. Trade payoff. Final number. And then if you're putting money down. So anyways, there's 2 of the squares right there. All in one line. Price of the car. Price of the trade-in. There's the top 2 squares. Right there. 2 of the squares are right there. Then, right, you see that, all that right there, right in there? It's a grid. It is a grid. The top has how much money you're putting down. 0, 2, 4 grand, whatever the hell you want to put down. Then the next is 36 months, 48, 60, which is, yeah, right. You guys aren't doing that. You were doing 72, 75, 84 months. That's what you're putting in there. I know it. You guys, come on. So, anyways, there is 2 of the 4 other squares. It's a 4 square. Am I wrong? It's a fucking 4 square. But don't worry, run. 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 Managers. No, new green peas. Welcome to the car business. We don't do 4 squares anymore. You salesmen think you're veterans probably haven't heard of 4 squares. No, we don't do 4 squares anymore. Anyways, holy shit, we're only like 20 seconds in. If that. And I'm ranting about 4 squares. I'm forgetting to click on my test. Anyways, how are we? 6 seconds in. Are we really 6 seconds in?
3, this is the video you need to watch. My name is Zach Shefska.
You know what? Let's just start at the beginning.
We're gonna do another role play video this time.
Yes.
How to role play. Excuse me.
How to role play on a new car.
How to roleplay on a new car. You're buying a new car in 2023. Yes. This is the video you need to watch. My
name coffee?
Is Zach Shefska. That is my dad.
Yeah.
I got another
one.
Could
be Dad Shefska, Pop Shefska. You can just call me Ray.
My dad's going to be the customer.
Yes.
Ray, Zach.
Ray
I'm going to be the salesperson. We are going to be working on, as if we were at Michael Jordan Nissan.
Yes.
It's a real quote from a customer that I was helping recently back at Car Edge. We're buying a 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Customers apparently take their worksheets, which has some things I mentioned earlier. Rebates are depending on where you live. I pause because think about that. Before these retards open their mouth and tell you, oh, the rebate should be higher. If they live in Annapolis, Maryland, I believe, and the other dude, I think in Texas, I don't know. Usually, I mean, they're rich. I think he has an Acura store and some other stuff, and this guy also, they have money. They should know better. These two are not idiots. They've been in the business for a long time. They are father and son. Is whatever the old school shit old guy did and changed, new guy should know the new realm of what is valid and not. These guys are no idiots. They know exactly what they're doing. And you know that as someone watching them. What you don't know is when they're lying to you and you are fully confident in what they're saying because they're dad and son, 20 years each in the business minimum, I think 40 some years. They have some Car Edge that helps you fight car dealerships. Meanwhile, you're paying a subscription to them for months to help you find the right deal when the fucking right deal might have passed you up already. Because they didn't tell you that, yes, that's a great rebate, because we don't give a shit about giving rebates away. It's free money. That helps us. Giving you all the rebates helps us. Anyways. Someone pissed me off.
We're trying to negotiate this thing so I can take it home. We just got back from the test drive. You're a happy camper. I'm going to try and sell you the thing. You ready?
Okay, yeah.
All right, Ray, what do you think of the Rogue? You seemed happy out there on the road.
Well, Rogues go on the road pretty well. It's a nice vehicle, and it's certainly a vehicle.
This is a trick. They tell you a trick. Pretend like you don't like the car. Pretend like you don't like the car. Don't get too ecstatic about it. Then why are you buying it? Why buy it? It's a Rogue SL, $37,000. I'm not. This coffee was free to me. Act like you are less interested in spending $37,000 than I am of this free coffee. That's freaking delicious. Why? Why are you going to do that? You were just playing a game. If you don't like it, great. Why am I even going over numbers? Do you even want to buy this? Because I cannot wait for the survey at the end on a car you don't even give a shit about.
That I think could fit my family's lifestyle, which
Absolutely.
is why I was here looking at it.
It's beautiful, beautiful vehicle.
Yes.
You were real excited out there. And you talked to me a little bit early on. You brought your budget. You're a very informed shopper. But do you have a payment goal in mind? Should I go talk?
Stop. Oh my gosh. Stop. Do you have a payment goal in mind? Please tell him $50 a month. Please tell him something stupid. Well, sir, I don't know why I showed you a $37,000 car if your payment goal is $199 a month, no more than two. I know your phone bill is $250 a month. I know mine is, but why buy this hunk of metal that was dug out of the dirt, smithed into this thing, weaved into some freaking power harnesses, transmissions being made, horsepowers being horsed, ship it across from the freaking rising sun on a boat through the Panama Canal, dropped off in Baltimore, driven on a truck to you, and let's have all of R&D and everything. Let's 200 a month. 200 a month's where I want to be. No money down, and I have no trade. This is a question that should be asked earlier, before the test drive. And you customers are probably going to think, oh, he's just trying to figure out how much. If I tell him I can pay $1,000 a month, he'll make sure it's $1,000 a month. No, it's not that. Because this world's weird right now. And before I let you waste 2 hours of your day and mine, I want to make sure that you know what you're doing in math. That you don't want to tell me later, after a test drive for 30 minutes and a product demonstration, all the cool features. Yes, it has lane departure warning that can keep you in the middle of the road. Yes, it has a panoramic thing, glass, moonroof that you can stand out of and still look down on your kids in the back not having fun. And it has heated and cooled seats and remote start that from your phone and Android Auto and Apple CarPlay and wireless car charging and four-wheel drive that kicks in and out as you need it. If you turn the windshield wipers on, it kicks in your rear-wheel drives to help more stability if you go around the turn. VSC is going to keep in that turn and keep your four wheels in drive. And when you're just cruising, it's two-wheel drive to save on gas. Before I go over all of that, and then you come at me with some straight face and tell me that you want to put nothing down and be a $200, $250 a month, and you're dead serious, and I have to go out there and show you that 2017 Malibu with cloth seats and 100,000 miles on it, and this does none of that other stuff. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. It doesn't. But this is what $250 gets you. And it's really hard to like this car after you just drove that one. It is very hard. So why don't we just get that out of the way up front? Why? I'm not trying to qualify. I'm not trying to know if you make $1 million a year or $10,000 a year. I don't care. I'm here to help. Realistically, I don't want to try to shove some high-priced car down your throat. No, that doesn't help anyone. Doesn't help me. Doesn't help you. It doesn't help my life. It doesn't help any of that. What I do want is to be realistic. A car purchase could help you or it could ruin you. Let's get more serious about it. Let's be upfront and be honest with ourselves and our salesmen. So anyways, if you're just joining us, we're role playing. And he just test drove a guy on a Rogue, and I don't know what model, but the guy loves it, but he won't tell him he loves it. And we just asked the question, well, Mr. Customer, what were you thinking monthly payment-wise? And before I even watch the video, this guy's going to say something to the camera like, the car salesman is going to talk to you about monthly payment, get you fall in love with a monthly payment. That's how they beat you. Okay. Anyways, let's continue.
I'm not
manager.
concerned with the, just so you know, Zach, I'm not concerned with the payments. I have done my research.
Oh, yeah, I bet he
so
has.
that I know what price vehicles I can look.
Because just look at the price of the bottom line. Which, yes, that's true. Please, yes, that's true. Yes, he's going to say, just look at the price of the vehicle. Yes. Yes. I am with him. But if we're looking at the price of the vehicle and you see the price is $25,000 and this place has it for $24,500 and this place has it for $25,500, make sure they're all identical. Okay? Okay. I've sold $20,000 Jeep Wranglers and I've sold $100,000 Jeep Wranglers. And to many people they look identical. Clearly there's not $800,000 or $80,000 a markup between the two. Clearly they are not the same car. So yes, look at the price of what you're buying. Sure. But then use your mathing skills to kind of figure out what the payment is. At the bare minimum, take the price of the car and divide it by 72. Let's say it's a $25,000 car. Divided by 72 months. That's how long the standard loan is. Right there is $347. And that does not include tax, title, reg, interest rate, nothing. So what does it matter if I am selling my car for $25,000 and Sleepy Time Motors down the street is selling it for $24,500? If you want to be at $200 a month with no money down and no trade-in with a lot of equity, I guess it doesn't matter. Because it's not happening either way. And it's not our fault. It's not. It's not. Anyways, I don't know why I'm so angry about this. He is correct. It is not about the monthly payment. You need to get a good price for the car you're buying or anything. Whether it's a graphics card, to a phone, to a crock pot, to who knows, a bottle of ketchup. But you must compare apples to apples. If I am selling Nissan Rogue Platinum, and the guy down the street is showing you a Nissan Rogue SL, which is below the Platinum and doesn't have the panorama, or I don't know what the fuck, it doesn't have the HUD and the cooled seats and the wireless Apple CarPlay. I don't know if you care about that or not, but if you do, then either, realize that the Platinum is going to be more money than the SL. If you don't need the Platinum, let me step you down to an SL. This is why ahead of all this, ahead of the monthly payment and the test drive, Mr. and Mr. Customer, what all do you want in your car? This isn't me asking you because I'm trying to small talk you. This isn't me asking you because I'm trying to pre-qualify you into something. This is just me asking you for a lot of reasons. If I sold Jeep and the Grand Cherokee Limited was whatever price and you like the heated seats and you like the 8.4 inch touchscreen and you like the moonroof, and you're looking at a Limited, well, sir, do you know a Altitude is about $4,000 less and has all the things you want? And it has some things it's missing, but if they don't give a shit about certain things, like the Select Terrain 4-wheel drive, if you're a person that just puts it in drive and goes, do you care that there's 5 or 6 different modes with a downhill descent control and stuff? Are you taking it down the Rocky Mountains? Not I-80. I'm talking down the mountain. Well, how would you like to save $4,000 and have an altitude? About $80 a month. Didn't know about that, did you? See? Just things. Anyways, price is correct. Look at price. Look at the price. Price of the car you're buying. Price of your car being traded in. But don't also, we'll get into this later, don't think that they're selling their car at 30 and then giving you 20 for trade-in, but I'm selling mine for 25 and only giving them 15 for trade-in, that I'm screwing you out of $5,000. No, they're screwing you out 5 the other way. It all evens out the same. Make sure you're looking apples to apples.
Look at that will fit into what I have budgeted.
I love that. That's
for my monthly price vehicles. I can look at that will fit into what I have budgeted.
I love that. That's
for my monthly payment. So I know, based on the price of this vehicle, based on the MSRP, that this is one of those vehicles that should definitely fit within my range that I've budgeted for my
good
car.
for you.
fantastic. I mean,
Yes.
do you want to tell me what that range is so I can make
what,
sure?
what I no, what I'd
No,
like to get to,
no.
if we could,
Yeah.
is simply an out the door number.
Out the door,
What the
okay.
total
Good
price
news.
of the vehicle will be.
Good news. It's right on that worksheet right there. It's the bottom right.
With all ads, tax, title, registration, any dealer ads, anything along that nature. So I know exactly how much I would have to write a check for if I actually could afford to do that.
Boom! What did I say at the beginning? Don't tell them you're financing. Don't tell them you're paying cash. Here's the thing. I want to tell you right now. I don't know who you are watching. I honestly don't think anyone's watching, so I don't really care. I don't know who is watching. If someone's trying to teach you to buy a car properly and they say the words never finance, stop listening to them. If the car is $50,000 and you have $50,000 in your pocket right now to buy it, but there's a $5,000 rebate to finance it, why would you not take that $5,000 rebate and then pay $45,000 for the car tomorrow after you financed it? Saving yourself $5,000. And you think I'm making this shit up? Do you think I'm making these numbers up? CDJR, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, used to have a 20% off rebate for old age inventory on top of their normal rebates. So you could save yourself possibly $12,000 on, let's say, a Scat Pack that has, it's over, whatever it was, 180 days or something like that, which there was plenty. So you could finance that today with $12,000 off. And wait, like 30 days for you to get the little welcome letter from Chrysler Capital. Look at your balance and just pay the damn thing off. It is a real scenario. But don't worry, some guy who knows how to buy cars and sell cars and teach you how to get the most out of your deal and how to deal with a salesman, he's going to tell you never finance under any condition. That's how they get you. Okay. Anyways, back to the video. What is he talking about? He wants to pay cash. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if he's financing. The last thing he said was, if I was to write a check, what would it be? Okay. Just a heads up. Hopefully this guy says, all right, no problem, because it's like, right. See that? That's the grid. It's right there on his arm. Right below it is the price, blah, 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 goes right down here and has a final number right there. But if the calculated for financing, there were some rebates, you got to tell the, hey, Mr. Customer, you're going to lose about $2,000 in rebates if you finance it, do it with a check, but here's the number. All right, let's get back just a hair so we catch the whole thing.
Exactly how much I would have to write a check for if I actually could afford to do that. But I want to know what the total bottom line number would be, the out the door number. And then from there, we can determine what my payment should be once we've established.
Which is true, generally, okay? Yes. Now, when you figure out the price you were financing, quote unquote, then it does come down to your term, money down, and rate you're going to get from the bank, which I will say again, always go ahead. Yes, this isn't a beat car salesman or not beat car salesman thing. This is, you're an adult looking to purchase a vehicle who's going to finance it for 6 years. It takes about 15 minutes to call your bank and get a quote. A real one, not a bullshit like Capital One sent me a letter in the mail that says I'm pre-approved up to $22,536. I just got to find the car. No. If you know what you're looking at, just pull a VIN off of the thing. Let's say any Rogue SL, and call them with the VIN, a VIN, year, make, model, depends on the bank. If it's USAA or Truist or whatever. Call them and get a quote with the pre-approval letter on the actual car, real tangibles. If they come back, they'll do 3.9 for 72 months on $50,000 car. Okay, it should estimate payment, but here you go. Here is a trick that I want you all to know. I will type it in right in front of you. Auto loan calculator. Okay. There we go. Let's say it's 50. All right. A lot of this stuff, we're going to put the 0 because it doesn't matter. This is, let's say the price of the vehicle is X and, whatever else. No, don't worry about it. We're just calculating the actual amount. Okay. So we're just putting 0 at everything here. But let's say it's $50,000 at 72%, or 72 months. And your bank gave you a 3.99 for 72 months, right? There you go. It's $782 a month, all right? So if you're sitting in this scenario, or okay, let's say, oh shit, that's too much. $782 is too much. All right, let's back down a little bit. $40,000. Now, again, I'm talking if you already have a pre-approval. $625. You see, we're not getting $250, by the way, from earlier stuff. But you should know, because it takes 2 seconds to look at calculator.net and do this. Any auto loan calculator, any loan calculator with interest works exactly the same. Here's an amortization schedule, like what you're going to owe after time, everything. All right, so when he says what I'm going to finance, you should, as a human being who's trying to buy something, listen, do you guys ever look at your credit card? When you go buy that, 1080 Ti or 2080 or 3090 or 4090 or where the fuck it is, or that Samsung 75-inch TV for $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, do you think this is only... You don't even give a shit about rate. You put it on your card, you don't even give a fuck what the card rate is. Your interest on your credit card, which you're always revolving a lot more money, is way more rate than what your car loan is. Way more. You don't give two shits about that. You don't. Anyways, so when you get your pre-approval from your bank, let's say USAA, cool. You can be upfront with this, or you can wait like a little shitbag till you get to this point. It doesn't matter. You say, sir, what am I financing?
An agreeable out the door number.
I'm happy. I love it when
It's right here,
customers
by the
come
way.
in and they ask for that out the door, the OTD or the
Yeah.
on the road. I love it. That's great because it usually the negotiation goes smoother. How about this? We just
Yeah.
cut to the chase.
Yeah.
I'll go to my manager.
Yeah.
His name's Ken.
It's right there. It's right there. This right here. It is right there. It's right there. Now I know they're role playing, so I don't really care. But anyways, it's right there. Right there is price of the car, minus trade, minus all that stuff right there. Tax title, reg, everything, OTD right there, out the door. Out the door is saying the amount you're financing or paying. It doesn't matter. It says amount finance, but sure, it doesn't matter. It's write a check for it. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? I'm gonna have to just fucking pull one up to explain this. I'm gonna find one in my email somewhere. Anyways, go to your manager. Come on,
Kenny.
kid.
Let me get the best OTD I can get you. I'll put
Oh, stop. Why are you going to that? The best OTD. Best OTD. Worst OTD. Just OTD. It's all the same thing. Why are you going to fucking... Why use extra words?
it in front of you, and you'll initial it, and we'll get a deal done today.
If it seems reasonable and falls within what I think it should be,
Just tell me what you think it should be. It's not that hard. Because honestly... Oh my god, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. Anyways, it shouldn't be a secret. The price of the car is right there. If you have a trade-in, guys, we can do the math. We can do the math. We have the power. Check this out. Price of the car, $25,700. Right? Let's say, you know what? Let's pull up a real car. Doesn't matter. Price of the car is 25. You are trading a car in for 10. Look at that. Oh shit. 27,500 minus 10,000 leaves you a balance of 17,500. Most states, that's the amount you get taxed. Let's say it's 6%. So you multiply that by 1.06. Boom, it's 18,550. You add in whatever the fees are, which you can look up. Let's say it's 900. Fuck, calculator. Why am I so messed up? Anyways, 27,500 minus 10,000 for your trade. You 17 times 17.5 times 1.06, which is I got a phone call plus $900 and not hidden shit. Yes, doc's in there and it's actually taxed. Your registration stuff, transferring your plate and stuff. All right. So it's $19,450. All right. Now here's the kicker. If you owe anything, let's say you owe $5,000 on your trade, then you add that to the bottom. So you'd be $24,450. End of story. End of story. Right? And apply the same thing. Whatever the price of the car minus your trade-in equals a number. Tax that, and then the fees. There's no extra hidden there. Now, if they say on the line like fucking Jimmy Johnson Hyundai protection package for $699 or fucking Z Shield protection, whatever. Yeah, ask them to take all that off. I'm not saying this stuff's not worth it, but some of it is. But just to look at raw numbers, okay? At that point, that's it. There's nothing left. And that's where you put into this. Let's say 24,450, okay? Now we're going to put that number into it for your 72 months times your 3.99. Boom, it's $382.41. What is the big deal? That is it. That is that simple. It's that easy. If you want to go 75 months, it's $368. If you're going to take a nice little 60-month loan, you probably are looking at 2.99, but you already know that from your bank. It's a $439 payment, whatever. It is not super complicated. It's all right there. Many customers want to act like they're so smug and they know all this stuff. Then do your own math equation. We did this shit in fucking 4th grade. Show your work on another paper. You can't do math, you can't do math. No problem. Just ask us.
Then absolutely, I'd be more than happy. Let Kenny know. I would be more than happy to take this Rogue home today and relieve you guys of one Rogue, assuming he comes up with the
thank
right
you.
numbers.
I was looking to be relieved of a Rogue.
Well, it's your lucky day.
It's a fact. In the new economy,
Oh my
average
gosh,
people
get
are
an
becoming
ad.
millionaires faster and easier.
All right, Dad, you can sell your car on CarEdge. What's the deal?
The deal is you just plug in your
Another
VIN
ad.
number
An
and we'll
ad
get you
for
offers from local
CarEdge
dealers
while I'm
in
watching
minutes.
CarEdge.
Seconds.
Oh, it's another
CarEdge.com
deal. All right,
/sell.
It's burning. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm all right with it.
All right, Ray, you wanted your lucky day, and I gotta tell you, the new car market, I'm sure you've seen it on the news. There's people talking about left and right. New car shortage, used car shortage everywhere. The inflation's going up like crazy. And, I went to Kenny
Yeah.
and I said, hey, Ray is an
Oh
informed,
my God, the talk.
empowered
Too much
guy. He
talk.
knows what he wants. He wants the Rogue. I can tell he wants the Rogue. It's going to be great for his family. And I told him, I said, you got to give me your best and final price, or else Ray, I sense he's just going to walk
I'm
out.
sure you told your manager exactly that.
There's a car shortage and inflation. And
I will say this. Yes, sometimes we go talking bullshit. And yes, sometimes we actually do say shit like this. Hey, this guy's blah, blah, blah. He's got 3 other quotes from other places. Let's just skip to the chase, It depends. It really depends. But I'm also not going to fight for you if you've been an asshole to me for the last 3 hours either. I'm going to basically say, all right, cool, because I know what you're going to do. You're going to go to 3 other dealerships. I almost don't care. At that point, I actually hope you do. Here's the thing. You guys don't understand as customers. We get screwed by surveys right now. Screwed. Our allocations dropped if we get too bad a survey. Trying to open up a second dealership, great. Your surveys are shit. And when I say shit, I mean like under 98%. Holy shit, under 98%. 400 cars a month, but you're under 98%. You can't open your next dealership that you're trying to do. So let me think. When I'm sitting on 98.1% and I have a customer that wants to be a complete jerk to me the entire 3 hours he's with me, what do you think his survey is going to look like? So if I could save you $2,000 and sell you this car today, but your survey is going to cost me $30,000 in VGP money? Maybe try being nice. Anyways.
Heard of all those things,
Yep.
but I did some research
yeah.
prior to coming in. And I know there's no shortage of Rogues.
Kinda
we're not
is.
talking about a Toyota
Tri-Fi Platinum.
RAV4 here, or a Honda of some kind, or a Kia. We're talking about a Nissan.
That's true.
So, okay, why shit on the company you're about to buy a car from, too? Now, I know this is just role-playing, whatever, but seriously, they do this all the time. It's just a Nissan or it's just a Kia. Then why are you here? Why are you about to spend X amount of money on it's just a Nissan? Seriously, guys, when you're trying to convince us, you're not very convincing when you say, it's just a... This is something usually, as a veteran, we have pride in the manufacturer we are selling. And you're shitting all over it like it's junk. How's that, you want to talk emotions and psychology. Why are you doing that? And this isn't just his role play. He's pretty spot on. So many customers will come in and it's just a Jeep, or it's just a Chrysler, or it's just a Ford, or it's just a, what's Ford stand for? And all this stuff. They will say all this stuff. Then why are you here doing a credit app? Let's get real. Guys, we're adults. Anyways.
Nissans don't seem to be in as short of supply as those other brands that I mentioned. So I get where you're trying to go, but I specifically picked a Rogue because I knew there.
And one other thing. Okay. Not when I say it's in short supply. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta get this off my head. When you say there's not a shortage of Nissan Rogues, okay. So the Toyota dealership down the street has one RAV4, and the Kia dealership has two RAV4 or fucking Tucsons, and we have 6 Rogues. And you're like, well, you have 3 times as many cars as the other guy. It doesn't really mean a lot when I used to have 90. And I'm still trying to pay the same bills. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not only has manufacturers tightened what the invoice is to MSRP, so we're not making as much per car, we're also a lot less cars per lot. So just because we have more of something than some other dealership down the street does not mean we're back to where we were. Does not mean that I could willy-nilly just give away everything. Even if I wanted to, and believe it or not, I want to. I want to move every car so I can get more. And move every one of them so I can get more. And I'll take slim deals, sure. I'll take next to no money deals. But you forget that we have lights to pay, property tax, lot rent, CDK bullshit. We gotta pay Auto Trader. We gotta pay Car Gurus. Gotta pay E-Leads. We have to pay our parts department. Like, there's just so much that goes on. Anyways, so apparently we have way too many Rogues, and he's negotiating for one of them.
Were more of those available in this particular market than those other brands.
That's what I liked about you, right? But one question I didn't get to ask, and I promise you,
Yes.
I've got the pricing right here. I'll give it to you in just.
Yeah, sure.
How much cash down were you talking?
It doesn't matter. What all we're concerned with is really, Zach,
Yeah.
and I appreciate your attempts to keep finding out exactly what.
Now, in this role play, too, Zach is acting like more of a douchebag than a salesman normally would. And that's for effect. Old man's trying to prove how fucking douchebaggy car salesman is. No! This is not how a typical one would go. It's pretty easy. To be honest, you had the worksheet earlier, so okay, whatever. You come in, well, good, sir, great news. I have all the figures you're looking for. Right here. Price of the car, your trade, if you have one. They act like he doesn't, but he's probably going to get to it. Tax, title, reg, fees, whatever. If you were to write me a check right now, that's the number right there. If you were about to finance it, depending on how much you're putting down, and I don't know how much you're planning on putting down, and I don't care because, you know, whatever, but if you do get the 80% loan to value, it changes things. You get a better rate, but this is just me and you talking. But whatever, you put some money down, cool. Whatever term you're looking to finance, cool. Here's a guesstimate, and I know it's way off because you look like you got good credit. You're going to hit me with that bullshit. And I'll get an approval from the bank. I can't know what the bank's going to say. I don't have a damn crystal ball. I'm just guesstimating at this point. It's not that hard, guys. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. We're not trying to bullshit you. We are trying to get around your bullshit. But I love you. I love all of you. I do.
My monthly payment should be and what I've budgeted.
Yeah.
Just let it
Hit me with that
suffice
$250 payment. Tell me
I
you want
picked a
$250.
car that should fall comfortably within what I've budgeted.
Do you want a Coke or anything?
I do not.
Just check.
But thank you so
Stop
much for
with
offering.
this.
So Kenny gave me. I haven't seen Kenny do this.
Yeah,
Period. Hard stuff. I haven't seen Kenny do this.
yeah.
We got you here.
Is
right
that
here.
today or?
No,
ever?
I've never seen Kenny do this.
Yeah.
We've got you here, right?
Never seen
you know,
Kenny do
the
this.
market value.
Bingo. Let's look at this. Remember that 4 square I told you about earlier? This is an excerpt from that. Market value selling price. Okay. $34,995. They're discounting at $1,500. Brings you down to a total of $33,455. Team 23 for life. Okay, that's that bullshit shit. Okay? Yes. You don't want that. Okay? I get it. But honestly, I'm not saying blanket waiver. There are times when it is actually a value. Alright? Not saying 100% it sucks. But this is for effect. I can almost. This probably wasn't even the thing. But this is the Team 23 for life. Total purchase of $35,950. Doc fee is $698. Pretty standard. That's not bad. Taxes on this amount. Non-tax fees, it's probably registration bullshit, like transferring a plate or something. And tire tax, depending, like fucking PA tire tax. What the hell is that? $1 per tire. Balance is $37,850. Okay, this guy's gonna say, stop bullshitting me. I guarantee he's gonna be like, Team 23 for life. What is that? Oh well, it's our nitrogen in the tire and all this other shit. Okay, whatever. They're gonna sell it like, don't ever do this. Yes, usually don't. Don't do that. But at least hear him out, because there have been times where it's actually a good value. Anyways, and then he's on like $1,500 discount. That's just the rebate. I bet. But I don't know. Let's kind of go watch.
Selling price
Yeah.
of this rogue. That's the MSRP.
Yeah.
No games here. There's
Yeah.
no games.
No
Michael
games.
Jordan was a hell of a sportsman. Okay, but at Michael Jordan Nissan, we
Yeah.
don't play games. MSRP.
Yeah.
Kenny gave you a $1,500 discount. My jaw dropped when I saw that.
Yeah, mine kind of
Gets
came
you
off
to-
the floor.
Gets you to our adjusted price.
Came
now,
off
every
the
vehicle
floor.
Yeah.
here, this is part of the MJ family. Every
Yeah.
vehicle gets the Team 23 for life. You
Yeah.
don't have to worry about maintenance. You don't have to worry about servicing your vehicle.
All
We'll
right.
just take care.
So, this is why you listen. Because there might be value. I don't know. Again, don't quote me. It generally isn't. But if some cars do get maintenance free, which is oil change, tire rotation, certain maintenance things, like maybe like the gear. Say if you're a Wrangler, you need to change the fluid in your differentials or something. It might have it. Some come from the factory, so you're kind of bullshit. Yeah, you can get that regardless. But at least listen, and then tell them no.
Of it. Okay, it doesn't even matter. That's a nice add-on we do. It's a discounted price. We don't even make money off of it.
Yeah.
That's there. Then you've got your
Man, he's
mandatory
leaning into this
taxes
role-playing
and fees.
hard.
We can't
Yes.
do anything about those. Gets you to your out the door number down there at the bottom right. You can take a moment there. We'll get you home right there. 37,850 out the door.
Oh my gosh. 10 more seconds to this, guys. We can skip this one in 5.
I mentioned I did some research. Great site I went to, caredge.com. And they really
love
have
it.
a lot of data, pertinent data and information. And in their community, I posted about possibly wanting to get a Rogue and what are the average type of discounts that you can expect to get on a Rogue today? Because, well, Rogue inventory is a lot higher than its competitors.
Yep.
The average discount that one should expect based on the
So this is an ad for Car Edge. Car Edge is going to say the average discount is $2,500. Average. Let's say it's true, which I don't know where they get their bullshit ass numbers. I'll tell you, I've seen some bullshit numbers from them. But you have to understand average across 50 United States. 380 million people, different rules, different thing. Like, okay, does that even call EVs? Or states that get a $7,500 rebate? Yeah, listen, some states have massive rebates, some don't. Are we averaging them all together and mean that your state that gets zero in rebates, we have to discount it X because the average of everyone is getting No. And to be honest, do you know what the markup is on these things? Not much anymore. Anyways,
information from CarEdge in their community, is about 8%. Now, 8%
8%.
of 35,000, 10% would be 3,500. So that would be what, another 700 off. So that would be
But I just want to check the math. I'm not doing anything crazy here. Just also, hold on. I want to get back to the original number there. What was the original number? 34,995. 34,995. Okay. 34,908. All right, 27. All right, at least that math checks up.
to think that I'm not
And also, no, there's zero chance you're getting that. But go ahead.
appreciative of Kenny's
And does that mean discounts and rebates combined? Come on.
generosity to give me a $1,500 discount, but he's probably about $1,300 light on that. Okay? So I would think, that discount has to be a lot closer to 20.
Probably $1,300. Probably. How do you know? Way to say, CarEdge, that I'm not saying he's $1,300. Don't quote me. Don't be mad at me. But you're implying. You are implying.
$2,800 to $3,000 than the $1,500 that we're at. And the team for life for $2,500, the lifetime worth of maintenance.
Yeah.
We'll say this. Lifetime. Okay. All right. Again, I'm not saying it's all good. I'm not saying much of it is good. Anything over a sticker, I will say I wouldn't be really paying. But I'll tell you now, I have a Jeep Wrangler that I bought a lifetime warranty on. Bumper to bumper for the life. My contract says 999 or 9,999 plus years. 999,999 miles plus. And it's a true to word. I have 100,000 miles on it. It's under bumper to bumper still. Like, you tell me that wasn't worth it? You're telling me when CDJR is calling me saying, hey, I'll give you $5,000 rebate for your next car because you have that stupid warranty? Or how about I pay you to cancel that warranty for me? You're saying it's not worth it? Now, if you're the type of person that keeps your car freaking 3 years, like most of us are, even though you don't realize it, you might be 4 years because you're trying to get out of negative equity, but every 3 years we're looking for a new car. If you're one of them people, yes, anything lifetime means nothing to you. But if you're going to ride this thing into the damn sunset and then pass it down and it rides on, that might be cheap money. That might be cheap money. When you're talking a transmission flush at 100,000, you're talking because the manufacturer tells you all sorts of shit you should do. Between oil change every 5,000 miles, tire rotation, oil change and tire rotation, how much is that? $60? What if oil goes spikes? And now an oil change is $150 because oil is damn near banned in the world. You're talking transmission flushes to ball joint, replacement, different things that are like maintenance related for life. If you're that person, not a bad deal. If you're not that person, though, yeah, fucking screw off with that. Screw on off.
I'm 72 years old. I have no idea how much longer I have in life, but I'm pretty sure that it would take me a really, really, really long time of owning a Nissan to ever spend $2,500 in maintenance, especially considering the fact that the first 3 years it's covered under a full bumper-to-bumper factory warranty. So the Team 23 for life.
Whoa. Maintenance and warranty are two different things. Maintenance and warranty are two separate things, sir, Mr. Customer. If the radio goes out, that's covered under your warranty. When you hit the miles that you need a spark plug change, that's maintenance. Okay? Just let's be fair here. And I know someone's gonna clip me saying like, "Oh, you believe in all this bullshit." No. I'm saying pay attention.
Basically the prepaid maintenance for a guy that drives 5,000 miles a year, that's got to go. I mean, that, for a guy like me, I could never get value out of that.
I hear you, Ray.
And
value. I said at the
Michael
beginning of the
Jordan was all
podcast.
about
Value. Things have a value or they don't. Customers have a value and they don't. Let me edit that out later.
value and being the best you could be. Well, if Kenny wants to be the best he can be, he's going to need to up the ante on the discount and take off the team for life, because I'm not going to be able to. I'm moving from North.
Okay, that's another thing. If it stay in your area and you can always come back to the dealership, which the powertrain for life, I'm letting you guys know. If you don't pay for it, whatever. But if you're paying, like, most places don't make you pay. They say, please come back to do oil change or tire rotation with our company to keep the powertrain for life. Fair enough, valid, whatever. Who gives a shit? You likely will never need it. But if you're moving, who cares?
North Carolina to Florida. So I'm not going to be able to bring the car back here for that service.
Ray, I get
and
it.
I'm not thrilled with the dock fee, but I understand from everywhere I've ever gone. Well,
Dock fee, you aren't getting rid of it. Stop, guys. Don't ever ask me about a dock fee. I keep it the same for everyone. It's not changing. I, as a salesman, don't like it. I, as a dealer, manager, don't like it per se. Not for what you think. There's some behind-the-scenes reasons, okay, that I don't like it. But it's not changing. Stop asking.
He pays the dock fee.
I can't do anything about that.
But you could increase the discount to compensate for the dock fee. But let's get the bottom line.
I do like that, though. I do like how he said that.
Somewhere closer to, I don't know, 34.5 perhaps, somewhere in that range. And I think at that point I could.
There we go. Get an offer. And stop with the I think. Yes or no? Is this a deal or not? Because it doesn't matter if it's not. We're just shaking each other's hands at that point. Whatever.
I could make this car disappear for you.
Let's watch another commercial.
I'll buy it.
Great, 11,000 like we agreed.
11 grand's a little steep, but I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I gotta see this.
I got $400 here in cold cash, and I got my Nana's wedding ring.
What?
You like ocean stuff? Fresh frozen lobster.
Oh, I thought that was something
Okay,
else he
so
was
let's
pulling out of there. It
let's
looked
do another
very
pause.
intriguing.
So what did you do there? Again, you took control. You're very, very capable of just owning the conversation. Someone who might not be as comfortable taking control like that needs to rewatch what you just did.
Yeah.
There was 6 minutes there, I think. I didn't say a freaking word. You just owned the conversation, and it was glorious. The other
First of all, as a salesman, you shouldn't be the talker. You should help drive the conversation, but you get the customer to talk. Customers love talking about themselves. So yes, as a salesman, as much as I'm talking right now, listen, as a salesman, there's a difference between Jimmy Fallon as an interview and the fucking, alright, I don't even know the guy, but the guy who, Larry King, live, or whoever.
thing you did, you
Ask questions, don't talk.
brought fact-based information. Now, I'm gonna hit back. As the salesperson, I'm gonna say, I've never heard of Car Edge.
Yeah.
I don't care that they say you should get 8% off. I'm telling you what's the best I can do.
If you say you came from Car Edge, guys, I'm increasing the money.
That's great. I got a great idea.
Just
Why don't we just go to caredge.com right now? Oh, you got a computer right here.
Okay, this is a good point. I know this is an ad, right? I know this is an ad, okay? But customers, think about this. Well, Kelley Blue Book says my car's worth this. Well, Car Edge says you should buy a car for this. Is that the place you're getting? Is that where you're staying? Is Kelley Blue Book buying your fucking car? Because I'll tell you now. I'll tell you everyone in the world, $1 million. Any car. You bring your car to me, I will give you $1 million. Just gotta bring it to me, right? Doesn't mean the value of that car is that. That's just some asshole on the website somewhere saying something. In this case, it's me. But is CarEdge selling you the Rogue? Are they tied in to see what rebates and discounts you can do? No. They're just talking.
Let's go to CarEdge and let me educate you a little bit. Let me share with you some information that you might find valuable as a salesperson when you.
Don't think I'm trying to be an asshole, guys. I am just giving you from the salesman perspective. Okay? I want to help car salesmen. I want to help customers. I just want to do my thing. But don't be surprised if you put your car incorrectly, nonetheless, into Kelley Blue Book or wherever, and it gives you some value or a number. Do not be surprised when someone's not willing to pay that number. Not because we're not trying to make a deal. We're not here to kick out customers. We're here to make deals. But because it doesn't have that value to us. Just don't be surprised.
You're dealing with your next customer. Why don't we go do that?
Yeah. Some of the other things you might want to pick up, even if you were to go that route, is like how long this vehicle's been sitting on the lot. That'd be something that, Ben has
I gotta go back a second to see what they're talking about.
Why don't we go do that?
Yeah. Some of the other things.
CarEdge.com right now. Oh, you got a computer right here. Let's go to CarEdge and let me educate you a little bit. Let me share with you some information that you might find valuable as a salesperson when you're dealing with your next customer. Why don't we go do that?
Yeah. Some of the other things you might want to pick up, even if you were to go that route, is like how long this vehicle's been sitting on the lot. That'd be something that, Ben, as a salesperson, I'm taking back to Kenny. But I'm going back to my sales manager and I'm saying, Ray knows his Like, I don't know what to do with him. Ray needs another $3,000 off the OTD, but I'm pretty sure if we get that, he's gonna take the car home today.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fight like hell. It's gonna take us an hour.
And Kenny's gonna say to you, if he'll buy it at $34,850, get him to initial and sign that he will. And if you can't get him to initial and sign that he will, get him to initial and sign at what price he would. So I know what I have to shoot for.
Yeah.
That's what Kenny's going to say.
Why? Why do we do that? Because you're fickle and you're scared of commitment. Okay? And by signing this piece of paper doesn't mean you bought the car. It's an offer. We're grown adults. We're business partners right now. Let's make an offer that's official. You sign it like it's your word. Because I hope, it doesn't mean shit. It's a hope that you, in your head, move on to the next step mentally. That you are willing to do an offer. Let's not try to trap you. It's not like suddenly you walk out, nope, you signed this, you own the car. None of that. It's, you guys are scared. You don't like commitment. You're worried. I get it. But at some point we have to start being adults about this. Is this your offer? Are you ready to pull the trigger? Are you ready to jump off that high dive? Are you ready to do this at this number? Mentally. It could be the best deal in the world. If I could sell you this car for $1 whole, some of you are still scared. I'm not here to bitch on it. I'm just letting you guys know that sometimes you do miss fantastic deals because you're nervous. You're scared. I get it. I understand. It's a big deal. You should be taken serious. For sure. 100%. This is a massive ordeal. But at some point, you have to start getting serious. Or what are we doing? Back when I said about how much value do you have for your time, how much do you have? Because if we're not getting serious about it, like, you are wasting your own life. This world could be a lot of fun. It's not so much fun wasting time at a dealership. Now, going to a dealership and doing a deal, yeah, buying a car you're excited for, I love it. I buy a lot of cars I love. But, like, don't hurt yourself. Don't, like, it sucks. It sucks trying to, like, not have fun at a dealership. I get it. Anyways.
Okay.
And you're going to hold firm.
Yeah, I might even go down a little bit. You never know.
Yeah.
You know, depending upon how long this takes. You have, as a salesperson, I remember one time as a salesperson, a customer came in and we were fighting over a few dollars. I said to him, here's the deal. I got to be here till 9 tonight. It's really pretty simple. So I can afford to keep going down with $5 increments.
There he is. He's saying
And you want much larger increments. Let's just cut to the chase. Tell me where you really need to be, and because time is on your side.
But you were that's what I love about what you did. You were informed. You didn't come to me and say, "Well, take me lower." You gave me a literal number. If I hit this number, you're going to buy the car.
Yeah.
I think that's so powerful for consumers to do.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
but you have to have a pretty good idea of what that number should be.
Because if you shoot too low, you're going to offend someone you're not going to hear back from.
Yes.
And you're going to be perceived as not worthy of their attention, which happens frequently within dealerships.
And I might have been too high at this
If you're not serious and you're making silly... I've seen it today. Guy wouldn't even come in. He's asking me, what's my truck worth? It's a 100,000 mile vehicle that looks really good. It's a really nice truck. He kept really good care of it. But it's a 100,000 mile 1994 Silverado. You're gonna put me on the spot like, what's this worth? Because I know, like, if I said $50,000, you're gonna try to hold that against me later. Even if I jokingly said that, and you're gonna hit me with, oh, I wouldn't buy anything unless it's 5 to 10 grand off sticker. Okay, sir. Okay. Enjoy your evening. Please don't come back.
Number, because if this comes down to 32,000 and we get rid of this altogether.
You're probably closer to 33.5 instead of 34.5, but still.
But yeah, you should have, before you go into the dealership, you should have done your research. You should have an idea as to what the market is on whatever vehicle it is that you're looking at in your area, so that you can tell them what a reasonable price would be. And then you worry about the payments afterwards. But you got to get to that bottom line number that's acceptable before you talk.
I do want to say, I know I shit on Car Edge, and then there's a lot in here that I didn't even go over, but this is one of the better videos so far, I guess. It really does what's the bottom line. And again, customers are trying to put the perfect pie together. They want the discount from this dealership and the trade-in value from this dealership. No. Let's look bottom line. Price of the vehicle minus trade-in. That's really all it is. Price of the vehicle minus trade-in. That's actually the number. The tax, title, reg, all that shit it doesn't fucking matter. It's governed by the state. Like, we're not changing it. You could say doc fee, but I mean, like, the highest doc fee and the lowest doc fee in town's what, $100 difference from each other? Like, come on. I guess if you knew all things considered, like, I can drive 20 minutes that way and 20 minutes that way, and they've already prearranged somehow that I'm buying the exact same car, the same discount, and this and that, everything's equal. I'll go to the one with $100 less. But Jesus Christ, that doesn't happen.
Talk about the payments, and then when they try and inflate the interest rates and things like that, you're already pre-approved.
See what I said? He didn't mention that earlier in the video, but
so you know where you could be or should be.
All right, not bad one.
Warning. You could soon lose your job because of what's happening inside this building you see
from
behind
this video, actually. I'll probably lose my job. Anyways, I got through a couple Nissan certifications here, I guess. Wait, Nissan? Oh yeah, we're talking about Rogues. Rogues, yes! I'm certified on the Rogue now. Anyways. Don't want to skip this ad. I think that's all for now. Honestly, this is, I guess, more of a React
All right, Pops, it is an honor.
video, so I do want to say this, okay? I will do one thing before I go. I don't want this just to be a React video. I do want to have a conversation about something that matters to me. Okay. Road to the sale. Road, because we sell cars and they drive on the road. This, let me look at this one real quick. Okay. No matter where you look, it's going to be like 6 steps, 8 steps, 9 steps, 11 steps, whatever, right? But it still follows the same general idea. So I'm going to just give a little insight real quick. And this is from new salesmen and veterans alike. What you're doing wrong is this. I can tell you right now. For 2 reasons. One, you're not doing this. You're not doing all the steps. You're not doing them correctly. You're not doing them in order. You also don't understand why you do the steps. And lastly, you don't know how it works going backwards through the steps. It's why you suck. That's why you're not making as many sales. That's why you're not making as profitable sales. That's why you're getting hung out to dry on your surveys. You're not making spin money. Okay? No spin for you. Number 1, meet and greet. Hello, sir. How are you doing today? Welcome to Big Johnson Motors. Do you have an appointment or anything I can help you with? Whatever. Who cares? Meet and greet. It's not, this is the least complicated. Hey, what's up? Don't be like that. But you're essentially just meeting and saying hi. Right? It melds into the interview. The needs analysis. Okay? It kind of melds. How you doing? What are you up to? What brings you in today? Have you seen a car online? Is there a car you're thinking about? Why do you like your last car? Okay? Alright, whatever. Those mix together and they are important. In the meet and greet, you want to make nice with the customer. You want to show them that you're not just some robot that's on a word track stuff. You're an actual human being, like they are. You get into the interview, there are some key questions you want to ask. Essentially, what did they like about their last car? What don't they like? What are they looking for in their next car? What don't they want? What is it they are looking for? Okay? What's the hot buttons? Do they want 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive? Do you like heated seats? Do you not like heated seats? Do you like cold seats? Do you need something with a little more power? You got twins on the way and you're looking for a van. You like the safety of this. You like the safety of your Volvo and you're looking for something to replace it. Whatever. You're asking all the questions to find them the proper vehicle. Even if they say, I'm here to see that one. Sure. You want to know what it is they're trying to do and why. Okay? So they're looking for a 3-row. They want a little bit more power. They want all the amenities. They have kids. They like the whole, you know, DVD systems and family, whatever. Okay? So you found them a Jeep Grand Cherokee L with the family 360 package, and it's the V8 because they know, which they probably already know, right? They want the V8. So you have a Summit Reserve or whatever, and you're showing them. Here's the thing: vehicle selection. They might have already. You're going into that next. You're going into vehicle selection. Have a seat, Mr. Customer. I will bring it around for you. You're going to go out there, bring the car around. You're going to check to make sure it has all the stuff you're looking for, make sure it's not a dead battery or whatever. You're going to bring it out and isolate it and bring it up nice and ready for them. Nice and cooled down already if it's hot, nice and warmed up if you're up in New England. Whatever. You are going to make sure it's the right car. Right? And you're doing a walk around. You are going to tell them the same things that they told you. Check this out. The screen folds up. You have a family cam. You can play games against each other. It has Alexa built in. It has Amazon Prime built in. You can watch movies on it. It has the step that comes out. You're going to do a proper walk around. If you don't show it to them, it doesn't have it in their mind. They might see another one down the street, same, and that salesman showed that it had cold seats in the back. And you didn't. So they don't know, or they don't think it did have it. You're going to show them around the hot points of the car and reiterate to them the things they wanted is in it. And then you're going to take them on a test drive. You're going to go with them. They're going to kind of talk and plot, but if they don't know how to work the radio, or it doesn't work how they thought it was supposed to work, they may think there's something wrong with it. Anyways, you're going to kind of mitigate all that. You're going to have a nice conversation. You're going to dictate where they go. You kind of like, yep, turn here, turn here. You're going to get them used to kind of just following your lead, right? If anywhere, if they were trying to up through here, steps, trying to run the show, this is your chance to bring the show back to your control. Okay? Got it? You're going to let them do what they do in their own car. If they need to stop at a red light and fucking punch it to feel the acceleration, go for it. You need to brake real hard, go for it. You want to take a little tight around a turn, a little quick? Yeah, why not? Make sure it's the car you're looking for. Make sure you love it. It's kind of pointless if you don't love it. Take them on a nice long test drive. Don't do this like 4 corners and around. Now, think about it. I also said meet and greet and interview is the most important. I will go talk about that a whole nother time because that is the most important, but I am going to skim over a little bit this time. Test drive, make it nice and long, make it tailored. If they want to know how it rides on a rough road, or they mention how their other car doesn't go very well down, like feels like it's falling apart down a certain road, if it's within driving distance, take them to the same road. Just go for it. Go for a nice test drive. When you come back, that's when you look at their car. You salesmen that just go ahead and hand the keys to a manager way back in this area, you're wrong. You are wrong. Imagine. They get out of their Buick Enclave that they think is nice. They think it's perfect. It's got 100,000 miles, which isn't nothing. It's practically brand new. Then they get into our car and drive it, and that Summit Reserve, the air that goes up and down, and it rides great. You're parking, it pulls itself down. Beautiful interior, no stains. And then you go look at their trade, and they're like, oh shit, that thing does have 100,000 miles, doesn't it? Hun, did we put that many miles on it? You didn't clean up that lipstick off that thing that's 20,000 miles ago? Oh, the kid spilled hot chocolate over the back seat. Oh, remember when the kid was drawing with a key into the side of her car? And it still looks dinosaurs on the side, still scratched in there. That's cute, isn't it? Remember how cute that was? 40,000 miles ago? And now it's starting to rust a little bit. Once you come out of a nice car, then you start realizing, wait a minute, holy fuck, my old car kind of sucks. Maybe it's a little pastime to trade in. Maybe it's been a minute. Maybe this isn't as nice. Fuck, I never looked at the passenger side. Someone must have dinged me. I didn't notice that. Huh. When did that dent get there? Oh yeah, I did back up into that pole. Oh shoot. Anyways. Trade eval. I'm back up here earlier somewhere about trial close. Trial close everywhere. Trial close everywhere, salesman. Way back here. So what are you looking to buy today? Remember what I said about flipping their switch into a buyer to get them committed? They don't want to be. They're scared. Everyone's scared. Vehicle's like, oh, hopefully, this is the one you're buying today. Test drive. You think? Does it seem like the one you could see yourself buying? Is it missing anything? Anything preventing you from purchasing this one? Feature-wise, Mr. Customer? Feature-wise? Yeah, I'm not saying money-wise. I'm just saying feature-wise. Is this the one? Could this be the one? Trade eval? Yeah. Do you have everything out of it so we can, make this quick? Present numbers and don't ask for the sale. Assume the sale. Who wrote this shit? Assume the sale. Present numbers while assuming the sale. Because before you got there, you should know what makes a sale. This should be fucking 2 minutes. Because you talk to them throughout here, the meet and greet, the interview. All right, so Mr. Customer, you said you want 10 grand for your car and you want fucking $4,500 off my Summit Reserve? Which ain't happening. But besides the numbers, everything looked good. We got a deal today. Before I go talk to my manager about numbers wise and present you a nice little offer. What is it? What is the offer? And we got it today. Cool. When you come back to numbers, boom. Good news, Mr. Customer. I may not have gotten you exactly where you want to be, but we all kind of knew we weren't going to be there. Here's the price of the car. Here's the trade eval, blah, blah, blah. Go all the way down. You said about putting $2 to $3 grand down. If you do that, it's here. If you want to put an extra 1,000, it's another $20 off. It's up to you. But, you do the 72 months or keep the same rate and bump it out 75 months. It'd be around here. I don't know exactly until we shop to the bank, but whatever. Just let me know which one you want to do and we'll sign down here. It shouldn't be that hard because you figured it all out before. That was not the time for this. Oh, well, I was really thinking like $250 a month, $350 a month, $450, whatever the fuck. Well, that's not what I was thinking. Like, you didn't do your job earlier. You didn't do your job earlier to find out what they were thinking. Some people don't know math. But before you start pulling out $50,000 cars, ask these questions. They don't want to answer? Why are we giving out $50,000 cars, $60,000 sometimes, keys, and letting people go on a test drive if they don't respect you enough to answer some simple fucking questions? It's simple. It's simple. Well, what are you paying now? Who's your other car financed with? What do you owe on it? What don't you like about it? Why are you thinking about getting rid of it? Fuck, it's got 60,000 miles. It did you good so far. What kind of made you think it's time? Just simple questions, and customers don't want to answer. Take control. I'm not saying kick someone out, but geez, we're taking all the risk. It's our money that financed these cars that we're trying to sell. I get, like, okay, it's not an amusement park. I do not mind letting people drive cars, but at some point you have to ask customers, be a little realistic. Like, it's a couple questions. I'm not here to find out your whole life story and steal your identity. I'm just asking what you're thinking before I take a $50,000, $60,000 car out that might get into a wreck because I don't know who you are. I've met you 5 minutes ago. Can I borrow your car if I met you 5 minutes ago? And then if it gets wrecked or totaled, it's on my books for the next year and a half, and I'm fucking up my allocation system. Like, okay, guys, customers, salesmen, just saying, let's just chat before I pull keys out. But anyways, before all that, you should know where people are at, what they're thinking. So when you do go to present numbers, there's no surprises there. Nothing. You knew it was a $50,000 car. You knew your payments were going to be about $750 a month. You knew your car was about this and you owed about that. Like, I've mathed enough in my life. I knew where you would be. You probably already looked it up. Or, hey, you know your credit sucks. Or, hey, you know your credit's awesome. Like, whatever. This should be about the easiest part of the whole thing if both sides kind of work together. And I'm not here to not sell you a car. I'm here to sell you a car. Like, help me, help you kind of scenario, Okay? Does that make sense? So present numbers. Okay, if they were thinking like, well, I wanted to be X amount then, I was thinking a little more off. Dude, if you've been chill with me so far, you've been cool. Like, we've been cool, man, right? We've been cool. You were honest with me. You told me what you liked about your car. You told me what you didn't like about it. You told me this. You told me that. And you're like, buddy, I want to be here. I was hoping like that much discount. And it wasn't a fucking battle the whole time. I'll do what I can, make it easy, and we can shake hands. I don't mind. I would, my job, I would love to make all the money I can. I would love to sell it to you for the most I can. But I also primarily just get paid on how many I sell, okay? Little trick. But if you're honest with me and you make it easy, I'll do what I can, man. Like, honestly, I really would. Next, the close. Same thing. You close them. All right, cool. Said yes. Let's go. Truly let the customer know I'm going to be 5-10 minutes gone, at least, maybe 20 minutes. Let me get your water, whatever, because you're going to do all the, I'm making copies of this, I'm going this, I'm going to get it fueled up and sent to detail. And then the F&I term. F&I, your finance, right? You're going to crush them with warranties. Now, I'll tell you this, guys. I will tell you this. Salesmen. Actually, let me start with customers. They won't tell you this. CarEdge won't tell you this. All these guys won't tell you this. The reason they tell you, maybe I like it, maybe I don't. Yeah, I'll buy a car that I don't know if I like it or not. I don't want to show excitement about this car that I'm buying. I don't want to, this is my face. The reason they want you to be all nonchalant is so we think it's logical down to the numbers. And when you get into finance, when they pitch you warranty and products, you're just in that, no, I don't want nothing else. Nothing else. Leave me alone. I don't want to protect this car that I love. Okay? Okay? Do you hear me? But they want to sell you a warranty. They do. Just saying. But here's the thing. Now on the salesman side, you want them going in happy. to finance. I don't know. So if they go in happy, they're more receptive to what the finance guy is going to tell them. If you fought and battled and they're upset and this, they're going in there just wanting to get the fuck out of here. Okay? They're not listening. And like I said before, I got the best warranty I've ever seen, ever will see. Nothing. I love it. It was the best money ever spent. There's no way they'll ever offer something like it again. If I was pissed off, I would have missed that opportunity. Let me tell you something. For $695, you can have tire and wheel combo package, protection plan on your Ram Limited with 22-inch wheels. Tires are $300 each. Your wheel itself is $1,500. And you live in Massachusetts with frost heaves and every pothole known to man. And you drive off this lot and boom, blow the tire and bend that aluminum wheel. And you're talking $3,000 to fix it just so you can boom do it again next week. Or you can just pay $695 and just hopefully not worry about it. And if it happens, cool, you're covered. Cool, you're covered. You get a rental car, you get a brand new wheel, you get a brand new tire. No big deal. I'm not saying warranties are all perfect, but be receptive. Maybe it is actually worth it. But all these car sales YouTubers are telling you to be angry. And you may miss out on something. You may be that person that says, I don't want Gap. Even though I rolled $6,000 of negative equity into it. And I'm going out tonight to show all my friends my new car. And bam, accident happens, it's totaled. Then you're going to be like, oh, the dealership never told me about Gap. No, you're not going to say that, right? You're going to say, oh, I wish that YouTuber didn't tell me not to be upset about everything and not buy stuff. I bet that's what you're going to say. Anyways, salesmen, have them excited. When they go into F&I can pitch them stuff. If it's valuable to them, they get it. If not, no big deal. And then delivery and service drive intro. Yeah, while you're waiting for finance to get the work, the paperwork together, show them your service department. Take a trip. Tell them next time they're in, say hi to me. Next time you're in for an oil change, just come say hi. I'll fill your tank up next time you're here. Whatever. Happy. And then they might tell, truly they might come in, see you next time, and say, hey, my brother John's actually looking for a car. Maybe I should send him your way. And you say, yes, you should. All of this is to make a great experience. Make them happy. Because what they don't say here, delivery, by the way, is going, they came out of finance and you went over the whole car, paired their Bluetooth, did all that. What they don't say is step 11 or 20, whatever. Survey. Remind them to fill the survey out. And if I was perfect, please help me out and give me all 10s. If I wasn't perfect, please still give me a 10, but let me know what I can fix. Right? Well, if they've been angry the whole time and it's been a fight, and it's not just on us, it's on you too, customers sometimes, they're not so likely to either fill out a survey or fill it out as 10s. But if you work backwards, right? Here's the thing. If you work backwards, step 11 is fill out a good survey. Well, they filled out a good survey because the step before it went great. Step 10, the delivery on their brand new car they're super excited about, went great. It's the perfect car and the perfect price for them. Everything was perfect. And they love their new car. because they just left finance. And they had a great time in finance and got a couple products to help protect their car that they love. They don't want something happening to their precious baby that they love. They want to protect it. And they went into finance happy because you had a good close, because we already kind of figured out everything before we even got there. We had a good close. We settled on a good price. On a great car. And you had a good close because you didn't have to fight when you presented numbers, because they already loved the car, so they knew that. You weren't trying to entice them into a car they didn't love by discounting it more. And you showed them a car that was in their price range, in their budget. And you did all that because part of it, yes, the trade-of value, you gave them what they think is fair for the car because you properly devalued the car, or you properly showed everything about the car. That, hey, did you forget that those, you might have changed the front tires, but you never changed the rear tires when they were needed. So 2 of the tires are good, but 2 are not so good. And, whatever. And anyways, and they went into that coming off of a high from the test drive on the car that they think might be the perfect one. They finally found the right one after all this searching. And the test drive's great because you did a great walk around showing them this is the one. It has the features you're looking for. It has the V8. It has the family cam. It has the cooled seats. This has all the things that you are looking for, Mr. Customer. So when we test drive it, we'll test out those features, and you're going to love this one. And you did a good walk around because you picked out the right one on the vehicle selection, running off of the stuff that they told you wanted. And they told you what they wanted because you had a great meet and greet and you're friendly. You came across great. Hey, guys, glad you're here. I'm a very salty man, but I am so excited to help you out. And I am. I truly am. If you work backwards, you see where you are losing. And customers, when you fight it, you see why you're wasting time and you're not happy with the car you got and you're not happy with the deal you got. And I'm not saying it's a good or bad deal, but if it is great and you still hate it, what the hell? Which I've seen plenty of times. But anyway, salesman, that's it. There's more to come on this, but think about it backwards. Think about the process backwards. Are you doing the process backwards? Is the step that you just did it set you up properly for the step you are on right now? If you're about to walk them out and throw a plate on it and just let them drive off, come on. But do you do a proper walk around that's tailored to what they told you about back here? Is your walk around tailored by these 3 steps? Is your test drive tailored off of these 4 steps? Is it? Or are you just in it, just it's a Rogue, or it's a RAV4? This is an SL, so it has some stuff. Or this is a Prime, so it has all the stuff. Or this is a Limited, so it has this, this, and this. Is it exactly the car they want because they told you this and you asked this? Did these 3 steps build your sale? Are you building to the sale off of the previous steps and what you learned and you custom tailored? Or are you just a robot going down it and you're skipping steps or moving them all around? Do you meet someone on the lot and they say, hey, I just want to test drive this car? And then you say, okay, let me get a keys and a plate. And then you do a test drive. And then after the test drive, you ask them, like, well, what are you thinking of paying? And then you don't even do a vehicle selection because they did it. And you skip the walk around. And then you get into numbers, or you get into trade evaluation later. Or you just gave the keys to a manager earlier before they drove a car. And you think, well, this is just as nice as my old car. Or did you walk them to see their old car after they saw the new one and like, oh yeah, it's not as good? Are you moving all these like little fucking cups around to the wrong places, or are you doing it in the correct order? And not everyone's going to work exactly the same. I get it. But are you trying? Are you even trying anymore? I don't know. But that's really all I have to say about that. I think I've ranted enough for my first podcast. For no one to watch. Just too bad. 'Cause there was some good stuff. Anyways, I am Salty and I am out of here. And you guys have a good night. I am almost done with certification. And love y'all. You know where to find me.